This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hey guys, good morning. Fine. Now today we are going to discuss about optimizing Docker file, and I'll show the real example of how much we can optimize. Okay, and then I'll give a couple of important points to remember when you are writing a Docker file, because it's a very important. Like this is will decide you is how much experience do you have. Okay, and like everyone can write in the Docker file, but as fresher experience or more experience, but no, we need to optimize that. We need to write a proper way. We need to decide that to write a good Docker file. Okay, now that what I'm going to teach today, and then later we'll discuss about the one real example of the Docker file, like as nodejs application deployment, and how to do that and all. Let's see on the now. Okay, before going to start, do you have any questions, guys? Yesterday's session. Okay, fine. Now what we do, let's discuss about this. Now let me start the server first. It's already started. Okay, then stop from yesterday. Guys, listen carefully. It's a very important decision. Is okay when you go for any as manager round and all that, they're gonna ask these kind of questions, and even it will decide you as how much technical you have. Okay, first of all, guys, do you have any hearing background noise, or my voice is clear, right? Because I changed my setup something. Okay, cool then. Fine. Now, what we're gonna discuss today? Yeah, let's start with this. Let me take you one small example. Now, we had written for Hello World Java application, right? Hello World Java application. And if you can see here, Java application, we as we didn't written any as our own base image, right? What I mean, like take a Ubuntu mission and then install a Java model. We are not. We are taking official Docker image. Let me open the Docker file. What we did, we taken a as OpenJDK 8, OpenJDK 8. This is the base image we have taken, and we copy this file and we as compile the Java code and we ran that. Like after a build, as once it is build this image, docker build hyphen t means tag, okay, and t means the next what, let's say Java test app. I'm going to give the one more name. It's mean context path. Now, if you see the Docker images, grep Java. Now we can see this. What we have done now. This is the what we have created. How much size it is? 526 MB is created for just a compiling a small Java application. Okay, but compiling a small Java application, small Java class, this much space is needed, not required. Right? Now, what we are trying to do, we are trying to reduce this size. We are trying to do reduce the same application should work. The same application should work, but I don't want to keep it this much size. I don't want to keep it this much size. Then we need to try to reduce the as our Docker file instructions. Now how? Choose a very lightweight base image. Choose a very lightweight base image. And second, we can reduce the number of lines of Docker file instructions because each line is a one layer. Each line is a one layer. Each line is a one layer. Now, if you written the Docker file, the 4 lines, it will be a 4 steps for them. Each layer is a one. Each line is a one layer. Now, if you can observe here, using catchy means what happened? Like this is the Docker file advantage. Okay, every time it won't build. Every time it won't use the like as new build actually. What you do it is previously the library is already there. It will take that line. If see this Docker file, that's what we told. The libraries are shareable. Now, if you see this ID, each layer it will create one ID. If this ID you have written the same command you written for the like as another Docker file also. If what they do, if the same command already one layer is existed, the same layer will be used for the another Docker file. That is what advantage of Docker. That is what catchy things happen, and that is the reason this build will be happen very fast. Build will be very fast. In such scenarios, what happened, right? You've written some Java code and like say HTML pages. Mostly this is the scenario we facing issues. We implement some HTML pages, JavaScript front-end application. We make some changes. We build like this command. Now you got a new version of image and we deploy, but changes are won't affect. Let's say changes are not affecting. Now what happened in that scenario? That scenario, your your changes are not stored in the new image. Means the catchy is not happened properly. Okay, that means what? It was not taking a new changes. It will use the old changes, old data only. Now that time what we do? We can build this way. There is an option called as hyphen hyphen no hyphen catchy equal to true. These are like another scenario, like what I mean. Now, if you don't want to use the catchy, see the difference. Okay. Now, previous one it was here like this, and if you want to use the no catchy, and it's a fresh again. It's a fresh build for every layer. See if you can observe here using catchy. If you can observe here, see it's not used catchy. See here earlier it's using a catchy. There's a difference. Now, in some time, in real cases, if the code you made the changes, the code is not affected in your Docker file. In such scenario, you guys could be remember this option because it's use the catchy. And if you don't want to use the catchy while building your image, let's mention this. No, sir, what is the benefit if you don't want to mention it? Your build will be happen very fast. If you are mention this, it will take time. Means it will be fresh again. It will fresh again. If you don't want to take long time and then if you want to do any download software, just leave it about it. By default is the no catch equal to false. Now if you want to override that, we can use the hyphen hyphen no catch equal to remember this important option when you are facing this kind of issues. You made some changes, the changes are not affected in your Docker image. Then you once we deploy, you will feel like the changes are not affected, and build this method hyphen hyphen no catch equal to true. Then your problem will be solved. Okay, that remember that problem. This is the issue I face for the like minimum 5-6 times in my experience. Okay, remember that. Okay, cool. Now, what we are trying to show you now, let me see this. How much size it is? 526 MB. 526 MB is taken. 526 MB is taken, but I don't want to that much size. Let me try to reduce this. Now, what happened? Let me, if you can see here, when you run this Docker, run hyphen IT, hyphen name, Java test, and this Java test app. I think we discussed this, but still I want to show the real example, real difference now. Okay, now this is the output we got when you run this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show this. Okay, because this is a small example, and the next example, real example, I'm going to show you with the two different OSs, basic OS. One is Ubuntu, one is alpine, custom alpine. But I'm just trying to one line difference here. How much size we can reduce? Okay, that's what I'm saying. In the real example, also we can see the difference. Actually. Now we can use the alpine after the tag. Now see this. Build it. Now, sir, how we know that name is? Like we can go for Docker Hub and see the list of tags for which you provide for alpine, which is the version you want. Then we can take that as a tag. Now let me build it again. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do v2. This image is not there, it will download. This base image is not there, it will download. Okay, it's downloaded and build it and see the Docker images. Now if you can see here, if you observe here v2 images, how much is almost 500, 400 MB is list, 420 MB is list, 420 MB list. Now this is a simple application, one application. If you run these applications 100 times, 100 into 400, think about that. How much space we are saving, how much resource we are saving. But sir, there is any difference like as while running your application, like as do we get the same output or as we are not getting the same output? Let's see that also. Now let me run the v2 and then change the container name as well. And if you can see, there is no change in this output. There is no change in the output, but we reduce a lot of size. That means first instruction is what? First instruction is what? What is the like as? What is the first instruction? Choose. This is the what we get them like as what you can say, like is 90% resource we can reduce here. 90% resource we can share resource here. Choose lightweight base image. Okay, that is the main reason. And the second scenario, okay, use and then for multiple commands. What I mean, let me show that. Means it will be reduce the layers. If you use this, it will reduce a layers. And third point is don't copy unwanted files. And if it is copy, then remove that files as well. Okay, that is one of the things. And then there is a new latest feature. Okay, there is a new latest feature that is multi-stage builds. That is the last year is introduced this multi-stage builds. Multi-stage builds means in a single Docker file, we have multiple from commands. I'll show that also like as in the document. Now what it will do, this will use the and symbol. Where we can use this and let me open our Docker file. Now you can see here we don't have option C. If you use the multiple run commands in your here, okay, like as for example, let's or you run the one more command, let's say run and then ls flt something, some command you want to execute. Let's say you want to see the list of files in the current path. Okay, list of file you want to be run this, like let's say let's try. Now, if you can see this, once it is done, if you see list of run command, right? Now, any commands, not only this, any commands. Now, multiple commands, we can keep it into the single. Now, this LSFLTR, we can keep it in the same layer instead of it creating a one more new layer for this. Means how we can do this? Now, when you open the Docker file, like as we are installing that now, that I'll show you the next example, you will understand more clear. Now, instead of two run commands, what we can make it? We can make it this into and then multiple commands want to execute. Same like as in Java, like in Linux system, what we do now, if you want to like as PS, like let's say free command, let's say you want free command you want to get, and and you want to disk space also, let's say disk space also you want to know. Then see, this is the difference we can get that. This is the difference we can get that. I mean, now two commands you want to execute, you can use the and then symbol, right? The same way we can use the Docker file to reduce the layers of that. That is the one of the important thing. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? What is the choose a base image and don't use the multiple run commands and keep it the multiple and symbol into the one single line. Now let me show the real example. Let me show you that. Okay, and you will understand that what I mean, and then okay, how the people are going to break. Take anything. Take anything. Even you can see here. These guys are image layers also. They explain each layer how much size is taking. They explain very nice, man. Okay, this is cool. Let's now go for description. Go for this. Open anything, and if you can see here, this is the next line. This is the next line command. Even you can use the next line as well. Okay, and then or else next line. Next line you want means next line you want to continue multiple commands you want to run. The same even you can do ourselves also. Let me show that. This also we can run multiple next lines here instead of and also we can use the next line. How we can use the next line in our example? Let me show this. Now this is a line next line means that line and this line you want to be run. Now let me show this. This no catch is not required, guys. Remember, no catch is not required. Invalidity flag FNL LS. I think it's not treated as. Now what I can do? Let me put a semicolon here. Let me try this method. Put a semicolon, then try. See this. This is semicolon is a important. Okay, then you can see that. Means multiple lines in a. Let me show that real Docker file documentation for regarding this explanation. Okay, and then symbol are next line. See, these guys are using the next line. Now let me show this Docker file optimization. It's a Docker file only. Now, so this is the document. This is the what we do. Docker images. It is this is a, like, as from create the layers, and then you want to this one will be make, and there is a lot of instructions here. And what you do first thing is, even we can use the docker ignore also. If some file you don't want to copy, you are doing that copy command all okay, then you can ignore that some of the files you don't want to copy, then you can use the dot, like same dot git ignore. How we can use the same way we can use the docker ignore also. This is a multi-stage builds. Multi-stage builds means now in the same docker file we have a multiple from commands will come, multiple from commands will get. Now what I do, this output, the entire, it won't run a final command cmd commands. It will be execute all this and final, like as compilation classes. What they do, they are going to store into as a build. That build we are going to store, get the copy from this previous build, this output, what are the output is getting here, that output we are copy here from build, and then we can copy from this to this our current path, and then we can run it. The finally when run the container, this is the what, this is the space we will take. This is the container will be run. This container will take a very less space. This container will be take a very less space. That is the multi-stage builds. Multi-stage builds. We'll see that later. Okay. The same command will execute this later. But we don't have a Go. This is we can use the mostly Go projects. I never see like as other projects. Okay, Go language you can see this. Okay. Minimize the number of layers. Okay. Now see, only the instructions run, copy, and create
Yeah,
a
one.
layers.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, actually, can you go up that file? See, whatever written code is, this all code it will run in container only, right? One means it will run in container only, so it will occupy space, right?
That's what that definitely will take occupy space.
Then you are telling like only this is only it will
That
run in.
what and no, this whatever the copy final output, that will be reduce the layer of your space. Now whatever it is compiled classes, okay, not source code, okay, compiled class output. That's for example what I mean output is. Now when you run this is the output for you. Okay,
Okay.
let's say this output will be stored in this build. Whatever this final output, whatever the commands will be created, output,
Mhm.
that output will be created into this.
Okay, but
This is the name. This is
for
the
the
name as a build.
running
Okay, this name.
for, for running this code also it will create
Let's leave it
layers,
about
right?
this. Leave it. This we can leave it right now. Okay,
Okay.
we can leave it right now. Multi-stage build is a new concept. Then if you will ask, just I'm giving the one instruction. Just remember this. If you need this hands-on, then we'll do the hands-on. Then only we get clear. Okay, don't ask the questions on this. You won't understand until then. Do that. You see the real example. Now remember this output, whatever it is created, that will be taking as a input for the next build. Okay, that is for that multi-stage builds. Multi-stage builds. Remember that line. That's it. Okay, you will understand like this when you do the hands-on. Okay, leave it. And see, this is for the, you can see the minimize the number of layers. Now what is the minimum number of layers is, that's what we just show, that multiple run commands, multiple copy commands, multiple add commands. If it is in Docker file, then what we do, we can use the, this is the next line we can use, next line we can use this, or else even you can use the and end symbol also, like as in the single line itself. Now that will be reduce a like as lot of layers. Oh, yeah. See, and we can use the and you can use the next layer, next line and all. It will reduce a lot of layers for you. That is the main thing you can remember all these instructions. Okay, one is that choose a blade based image and then reduce the number of layers, and then you can use the multi-stage builds, and then that is what we can reduce a lot of our Docker file instructions. And then don't copy the unwanted files. Okay, and then if any you download any zip files and tar files, remove the tar files after build. After, once you are extracted, remove the downloaded the builds. Okay, clear now? Clear? Then don't think about this too much. Okay, multi-stage builds. Okay, this is a new one. Yes. Okay, we'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. And even the current project, even we are not using this, is we can use like as when you are using a Go language mostly. Go languages applications mostly. Okay, like as compile that compile class, compile output will come. Compile output will come. Okay, we'll give the one example on this. Okay, don't worry on that. And then you will be understand that okay, how it will reduce the layers, how it will run the container, how it will take the output to from the here to there, you know those questions. Okay, just I'm giving the instruction about that, how to reduce it, minimize your, optimize your, like Docker file. And Docker file means image, let's say. After Docker file, then image will, that image will be reduce the size of your like as application. Clear, right, guys? Remember this, it's a very very important. And the past this instruction you must be remember all this. If you need more information, just go through this command, and this Docker documentation. It's very nice actually. Okay, first they will be show for that what is the instruction you need to return, and then how the what is the recommended guidelines for us. Okay, and then build context path, and then like as pipe through std in lot of instruction. Exclude with Docker ignore. Even we can write the Docker ignore file. And multi-stage, we don't uninstall unnecessary packages. Okay, decouple applications, minimize the number of layers, sort multi-line arguments. Okay, leverage build cache. This is what if no cache equal to true. Okay, then these are the things. These are Docker file instructions again, like normal from run all the things. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear now? This is clear, right? See how much size we can reduce. How much size we reduce is because we don't have any option to choose like as uh, here to reduce the lot of sizes. This is the maximum we can do. Sir, why can't use the like as other base images and all, right? I mean, like as if you take your own images, I mean like as base image from human to from base box from CentOS something like that, and you can build that also, but it won't reduce that much. If you take a like as official image, and then sir, I can't see that everything, right? You can maximum any version, any image. It can be Python, it can be nodejs, it can be like as Go language images. And if you want to Tomcat image, if you want to OpenJDK image, if you want to Jenkins image, whatever image if you are choosing, and you want to be run, okay, you want to be run, okay, and then very lightweight, choose a alpine is a tag. Alpine tag you can choose. First of all, it will be reduced like as into five, like a 500 times better it will be reduced, like as whatever we are like 5 times reduce your layers, minimum 4 to 5, like that. Clear, guys? Clear now? Okay, then fine, let's see, that's one more example, you will understand more thing. And yesterday we talked about working directory, right? I think I didn't discuss about that. I didn't show the example, right? What is the meaning of working directory, right? Yes or no? Have we seen? Mhm. Outside only, right? Huh. As we saw that or not, like as working directory here. Huh. I told that, but is I shown for inside the container login on that? No, no. Now let me show that also. We discussed the concept, but I didn't show that how it works, and then those things, right? Now basically, let me show this actually. I didn't use the working directory here. I didn't. I didn't. That's I understand. I'm not sure. That we'll see that why it's the current. That is the path. What is the reason? Is it that is the current context path? The current context path, how we can ignore that? Okay, that we'll see that. Even I never be faced that issue. Now I saw that first time. Okay, like where we compile the source code, where exactly copy the from the var file from inside the Docker image. We are unable to do that. Yes, I'll check that. Okay, whenever I get a time, I'll check that. Even I took this error message somewhere. This is what copy failed. Like yes, I'll look that. Okay, fine. Now let's see this. Just do the Docker images now. Docker images, and which is the app, my Tomcat app, right? Now this is the app we are done. Even this my Tomcat app also. What you guys can do, you can open this Docker file and this, right? Okay, let's skip it. This don't do more like a research on this. You guys can try to reduce that image. You can take a base image, changes the base image, different base images, and you can try and see that if any we can reduce the size of this image also, whatever the Tomcat image which we have. My Tomcat image is 497 MB, right? Just try to reduce this, how much you guys can able to. Okay, now let me run this Docker run -it. Sorry, let me run -d-p 8081 colon 8080, and then we can give the name. Okay, Tomcat app, and then image name and image name. Okay, then run this. Okay, ports already running, means containers are running. Docker rm-f. I'm going to remove the directly these containers. I don't want this. Docker mm, Docker purge. There is a command for cleanup, right? Start removing impl push port logs, version and pause stack. Docker prune prune command thing. Prune command is not there. Okay, leave it about this. We'll clean up that last later because we have a space, right? We don't worry about that. Let me run a container. I'm running this container. This what? Okay, let me run the different name. The name is already occupied. Then use the one. Okay. Now this container is running. Let's see. Do the Docker ps. And this container is running now. Let's log in inside this container. See the difference. That working directory difference finally. Docker ps. Docker ps. Sorry. Docker exec -it. Docker ps already we done. Docker exec -it, and then container id. And so this here bin bash is not there, sir. What we can go like as no, we can use try to use the bin bash or bash. You can use anything. Okay, now we can see this present working directory. What is showing this? Why this user local Tomcat? Why it will go inside the user local Tomcat? Basically, it will go to home path, right? Basically, when you log in the container a new Linux system, where it will go? We go the home path, not for this path, not for this path. Why this is the Tomcat which will went for this home is now basically they are use the working directory is this, working directory is this, working directory is this. Let me show that where they mention that. Let me show this. Okay, somewhere the working directory they will do Catalina home, they mention working directory is a Catalina home. What is the Catalina home? This user local tomcat, that is the user local tomcat, that is the user local tomcat is the Catalina home. That home it will went directly. Now if you're not mentioned that, now let's what we do, let's override that. Control PQ Docker file. What I'm going to do, I'm going to return my working directory, work directory, work directory to, this is the path I mentioned. And the next, even in that case, you don't need to you don't need to mention this, because this is the current directory. This is the, we are in the CD this, we are in the CD this path. Present working directory means this is the path. Means if I am in this path, if I copy this file, where it will copy, inside this one it will copy. Yes or no? If it is a CD, if you copy any file, then where the current path means what? The current path folder is what? Inside the web apps folder only. Yes or no? Guys? Yes or no? Right? Let's try this. See, I change the working directory here. Remember that. Okay. W key, V Q. And then what I'm going to do? I'm going to build this. Okay. Let's keep it this run command. Docker build -it, like -t. My Tomcat app version V1. I'm going to do version V1. I'm doing version V1 I done, and then see I created an image successfully. What I'm gonna do, I'm running as a container. Now in this I'm using the latest image, and the next is I'm going to change the container name also. Port this if it's stopped, then even it will be name will be changed. 8081 already used. Let me use the 8082. Okay, 8082 I open. Let's see the Docker PS. Okay, let's log in this new container. Docker exec Docker exec-it, and the new container. What is the new container name? This is the image. Okay, this is the image. Okay, this is the image we do. This is the container ID. This is the container ID. And then bash. Even you can use the bash. Now if you can see the difference. Okay, earlier it was the what is the working directory? User local tomcat, because if you're not mentioning by default whatever you base image as there, that is your working directory. Now it is like as your tomcat web apps is the working directory, and CLSFL here. Your Spring 3 variable will be copied here. And see here, earlier difference is what? Where we are now previously. Now if you can observe user local tomcat when you log in inside the container, because we are not mentioning any working directory for that, means that is the default, what is the basic is that will be go inside this path. If you are mentioning working directory in your Docker file, and this is your working directory, if not mentioning working directory, it will take normal like this normal path. Means any file you copy, any code you are executing, you don't need to go that path. You don't need to specify the absolute path. This was path, go this path and run this command, go this path, copy this file, go this path, and then execute this script. You don't need to mention everything. Just what are the operation you are doing, just mention that is the folder is the working directory. Use that working directory for the all the, like, means you are standing that path, like you are standing in that folder inside the container. That means cd command of in your container. Is it clear now, guys? Sir, why can't use for the run into cd into this path, right, sir? I can use the rest, right? Now run command, cd command, and then use the local tomcat web. Is it works, sir? Is it works or not? You guys, like, as what you do, like, as more what I can say. People will ask, like, as expert people. Yes, you can do that also, but that is a simple Linux will come. Like it's not a Docker commands you can do. That is a Docker commands they are providing for us. Okay, you can, if you think that way, you can do everything in the Linux again. Understand now what I mean? Understand right what I thought? Like let me tell you. So run command and cd command I can use, right, sir? Run and cd command. What happened is, let me try to do this. Let me build this. Let me do v2. Build is successfully ran, and v2 cut v2 image, and then container name change. Oh shit, the port not changed. See, docker ps. If you can see, that is another container is running. Okay, and then you can go for docker exec that, and then change the container id. That container is the what, 445, right? 445. Even can do the shortcut id also. Now if you can see here, what happened, that cd is not working. That cd is not working here. The cd command is not treated as this. Is it clear now? If you want to go that specific path in a docker, what we can do, we can use like as a working directory. Understand now? Now this is just example for working directory, how it works. Now most of the people are confused what it is. Like, even not only you, even me, when I'm learning that time, right? Sorry, control pq, press control pq. Ah, even that I confused lot of time. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? Fine. Let's discuss about the one real example now. What is my requirement is that I have a nodejs application. Node.js application means, Node.js means JavaScript. It's kind of on JavaScript. Node.js is the one of the framework. Okay, like as front end, and then back end also we can use the Node.js. Nowadays most of the applications are implementing Node.js too. Like as how much Python, Go language are using in the industry, Node.js also using that much in the industry now. When you go for real time now, these are the common words you are hearing about. Node.js application, okay, and then npm servers, okay, and then JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, okay, and React JS, okay, and these are the names you can heard about from the developers when you go for any project. Like if it is a most of the Go language or Python language, okay, Python project, Go project, okay, Rust project, and those kind of names, microservices, and after that, once you want to build this, now Java application we just saw, that Tomcat application we saw that, and then what we are going to try to do, we are going to do for Node.js applications also, and Python application we'll do in the next examples. Okay, like as how to take a base image of Python, how to compile, how to run that Python application. That we'll see the next examples. Let's try to do the Node.js. Now in this scenario, what I'm trying to do, I don't want to use the any like as inbuilt base image. Means even I can use the like as node.js, node colon, and then version, and then alpha and something I can use. Is there node.js base image also they are available? Let me show that what I'm talking about. First let's understand the problem. Let's go for Docker Hub and search with the node.js application. Okay, if you can see, like this is these are node. Okay, now this is the official image. No, I can use the directly this image. Okay, I can use the like a lot of here, even alpha images are available, the specific version, I can use this image, base image, node colon and this. Like it works for me. It works for me and I can use that. But instead of this, what I'm using, these guys also using alpha base image. And then they installed and then ran see net symbol and then symbol they use. Next line and then this is they reduce a lot of layers here. See, they just download all package in the single command, all the commands. And the next is they run the environment variable they create and the run command they use the again some command and copy command and then entry point and cmd. Okay, let's same thing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show I'm going to use, I'm not using the nodejs that many packages. I don't want, I want to like as base packages nodejs and then npm. Okay, now let me tell you. For this, basically, if you want to install any software using Ubuntu, what we are using, guys? We are using, what is the package manager we are using? APT. Okay, APT we are using. APT or apt-get. Yes or no? That is a package manager. Package manager means install any software. Is it clear, guys? And then, if you want to use the CentOS, what is the package manager we are using to set up? Yum we are using. And then, what is the package manager we are using for Python? We are using a pip. Pip is a Python package manager. And then when you are going to use the Alpha Linux, what is the package manager we are using? APK. Okay, APK is the package manager. Okay, remember. And then same, if you want to install any Node.js projects, there is a package manager called as npm. npm is the like as package manager. Now every OS, like as you want to install any Python packages, you want to install any Python packages, you can use the pip. Any Node.js package, any packages, package means softwares that is implemented in the node. Okay, like that we have lot more it is available. Lot more available package managers are available in the industry. Now you need to understand, like as you are installing some name with the like as install npm install some package name, like as let's say http server or whatever we are installing. Okay, like as pip install Boto3. Boto3 means what? That is a Python packager. That is Python package. Then what we do? We need to install the pip for before to install. Then what we do? We can install the pip first. Then we can use the pip command. Then later. Then what we do? If you want to install the Node.js npm means, then what we do? We need to install the npm. We need to install the npm. Then I can use the npm is a package manager. Then using that package manager we can use. But Ubuntu, CentOS, Alpha Linux, we are not install package managers because it's a OS level. The OS level, the package managers will they are given for us. If you want to install any this like as core level, like as Python and all anything, if you want to do, these are the package managers, and this need to be, you should be taken care of. You need to install this package managers in your system first. Okay, is it clear, guys? Clear? No, if you want to install any Python packages, you need to install the pip first. Then later we can use the pip command for the any installation command, any installation package from the Python, like a pip install Boto3, npm install, like as what are the servers you want to install, what are the packages you want to install. You can use these commands. Clear now? That's remember that. You can remember not only this, there is a lot more package managers out there. Let's say, for example, uh, just I'm trying to show this. Okay. Just I'm going to show you this. Just I'm showing a different package. See, this is Snap. Snap what does, if you see Snap install core, what do you mean? Snap is again one more install package manager. Understand? Huh? When you see that any installation command, and if you see the before that, mean there is a again, this is again one more package manager for us. Package manager for us. For this is for Ubuntu. Ubuntu there is again to install this package. This is snap implemented using this core package means they install using the snap core, we can call this. This is again one software that is using the implement the snap. That snap we need to be installed first for if you want to install anything. Okay, that's there is a different package managers which are available. Whenever we require for specific, whenever you Google something and whenever you see this command not found something means that means you should be install this software first. Okay, remember that. Okay, fine. Just I'm giving one example. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? Understand, right? What is a package manager? And then now at this point of moment, what we are gonna do? We are not using any base image. I can use this Node.js, Node colon like a 7 version and then all fine and all like this. But I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this because I'm going to use my custom one. I'm going to use my own base image. I want to use my own base image, and then I don't want to keep it like as official one. Then what I'm going to do? I'm going to use your own Linux like as Ubuntu or all fine and CentOS or base image. Okay, like as BusyBox, whatever you liked, you can use your inside your front command. And then this command, and then we can use the specific version. You can use the specific version also your wish, like that. Is it clear, guys? Clear now? Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do, let's see. First of all, what is the requirement is that I'm a developer right now. I'll play for like few minutes, 5 minutes of developer work. Okay, let me do that. What I'm a developer, I'm implementing on Node.js application. Node.js app I'm implementing. That what it do, it will just designing one web application, like means one login kind of design, like is what you can do. When you see whenever you see the anything like Docker Hub, let's say Docker Hub setup. Let me take this. Let's say these guys are designing this page now. These guys are designing this page, right? The same way what I do, I need to implement my own design page, one HTML page, CSS, JavaScript, and all these things. Understand, right? One page I want to design, and the developer is design that I want to deploy that. Okay, for what developer will do, developer will written the code regarding this, like as what is the like CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, all this they are implementing backend. We don't need to worry about it all to implementation. And what we do, we need to ask them, Are Babu, let me know that what are the packages I need to install, what are the softwares need to be run your. Then what they do, they run this. If you want to, they want to run this application their local, they use to like a couple of commands to run this. What they do, they will give those commands. You need to use those commands and need to arrange as a Docker file. That you need to use as a arrange into Docker file. What I'm going to do, let me show that how to we can arrange those commands. Now I'm a developer. I'm telling you, Are Babu, for this run this application, I need to install the Node.js and then npm softwares. There is a two softwares is required to install. I'm a developer now. Okay, Node.js and npm, and then you need to run in the this is into HTTP one server, Node.js HTTP server. We need to be deploy this application to run this running the server. Now he told me, and then I need to install these three into my Docker file. I need to install these three into Docker file, and this is the HTTP server is the npm package manager. npm package manager, npm install like something I can use this, and this we need to be install HTTP manager. These commands they will give for me. All these command will give by the developer. And even if you're not developer, even if you give this how to install the Node.js, then you can Google it like as install Node.js in the Alpha Linux, install npm in the Alpha Linux. You can use that, and then you can like as add that. Okay, what I do, I have a code. Let me show the code first. Okay, See, I have some index file. Even this code is available in GitHub also, guys. Okay, I already shared. When you can get that, I'll share the link. Okay, don't worry. Now see this. This is my code. Okay, this is my code. You don't need to worry about that. What is this devs? Okay, and what is this? All the things you don't need to require for this development. Okay, this development will take care by the width, the height, and then this div classes, head classes, script. Okay, all this will be taken care of by the developers. Okay, you don't need to worry about this. Now it will be just site random. This is just giving one name, and it will finally, what is the output? The username, password, and the button, like as a login button. There is a in your UI page. You can they will create. You just we saw that, right? They will create a one username like Docker ID, password, and sign in button. They create like this. In our case, what I'm doing, username, password, login button. I'm creating now. I'm creating now these things, and then they use some script they are using. Then packages, outside packages, they are calling that. Now this is one HTML page I have, and the next is, don't think too much about the coding. Okay, this will be given by the developer. This CSS style I have. The CSS style I have this much style code. Okay, I have this code. You don't need to worry about that, how to return this all things. Okay, even I also don't know. Understand? Huh? Now this code is given by the developer, and they told me, alright, this is the instructions I have. You need to make it as a containerized this. You need to make it this is a containerized. What are the commands? What are the server he needed to deploy? He given an instruction to me. I'm going to write a Docker file for that. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, everyone? Understand the requirement, no? This is just for requirement. Okay, he's a developer and he given to me all the things. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to implement the Docker file. For that, I have a Docker file. Let me show this. It's a very important. Remember the step by step. Okay, now this is a commented line. Don't think too much this. Okay, like why already copied it done. Some people will be asked this. This is a commented line. Just I'm trying to show you. Okay, now what is the, just remember one line we go. What is the base image first? What is the base image? I'm taking a Ubuntu. Let's do the Ubuntu. Later we'll do the Alpine. Both. See the difference, like as how to implement using a Ubuntu image, how to implement in the Alpine image. Then you can differentiate that. Okay, because even when you go for real time, then you can understand very easily for any Docker file when whatever they've written. Then I'm going to show the two examples, same code, same application, and two different Docker files and two different base images. Okay, clear, guys? Clear now? And then what I do, I am going to use for the from Ubuntu, and then this is a label who written this, and I said this is the working directory. This is just we discussed, means whatever I execute any command, under this command will be under this path. I'm going to execute this. What I did, I just update this Ubuntu first command. If I take, sir, why you wrote four commands, sir? Can I make it in a single command? Yes, you can use the like as slash, and then you can use and symbol. Okay, and symbol, and you can use this command. Okay, and then next, even you can use the semicolon or else. If you want to reduce the layers, and if a good development, then go this. Then you can remove this three. Is it clear now? Now what, why I just show for like as multiple run commands you can use, or else you can write it this way. You can write this way. Anything we can, both will work. But at this point of time, we can reduce a lot of lines of your layers, Docker layers, Docker image layers. You can reduce. It is single layer. It will be create for us. Is it clear, guys? Node.js. What are the prerequisite? Node.js npm need to install. This npm is need to install the HTTP servers. Sir, how install the npm? Like as this is, even I don't know, sir. What is this G option? I don't know, sir. What are the options I need to use? How can I get to know? Okay, let me show that. Install HTTP server Node.js something. I just Google it. I got some first command, first line, and I'm going this, and I got this. See, globally, this -g means globally option. -g or else -f global I can use. Either anything will we can use. No, this is the command you need to use. The same command I put it here. Nothing. This is the command npm install -f global or -g. Both we can use. Both equal to. Is it clear now? Is it clear or not? And then after that, all files I want to copy here. All files I want to copy inside this path. Sir, you are already in the current path, sir. Then why you need? Then you don't need it. Then you can use this. That's it. Even you can know that hash also. Dot dot. All files into copy in the current path. What are the files in the current path? All files is copy in the this working directory. Even that also will work. Is it clear now? Is this clear? Is it clear? And the next, it will be exposing 8080. What is 8080? Now, if someone will read this, and what are the server you are using? What is the default port for this? Sir, I don't know. This Tomcat port is right. Then even npm HTTP server also using the 800 port. Then how I know, sir? Simple. Let me go through this and come down here and see. Even you can see, understand this. You can visit the 800. This is the default port is running for. Okay, this is the default port is the 800. Now you can see here, we can access this widget in the this 8080 port. By default, this will be run in the 8080. This will be run in the 8080. Then that's what you can see here. I just use for the 80. Just this is simple. This is expose command. Nothing will do, guys. Okay, nothing will do. It is just for readable. It's kind of documentation kind of. So someone will read your Docker file. What is the port your application is running? This 8080. Nothing will do this layer. This command. Understand? Na? This is just for readable. This is just for readable purpose only. This expose command, nothing will do this. Nothing will do this. Remember that. If someone will read that, they should understand that what is your port using your application. Okay, that is what you need to mention this. That's it. But nothing, it won't affect any changes in your code. And it won't change. If I run this 8081 here, if I put here, but your server will be running on 8080 low only. It won't be changed into 8081. Understand now what I mean? Guys, understand, right? Now, even if I run the 8082 also, your server will be running on the 8080 only. It won't replace that into 8002, 8002, 8001, something like that. Okay, it will be just what readable. Okay, and the next, once we start this, this is just I'm trying to show you this. This will be index page will be start. Whatever index.html file is there, right? Instead of default index.html file, it will be deployed in the my index.html file. My index.html file will be deployed. Okay. Now, the next, then finally what I'm going to do, I'm going to start this into HTTP server. HTTP server I'm starting. And then finally what command we can use this. Even that also will be show here. What command need to be run to start. What command? Let me show that. Usage, HTTP server, and a path and options. And HTTP server, I use the CMD and then -s. What is -s means? Surprise locks. That means you can see these options here. -s means what? I don't know. See here. Like as suppress locks means you don't want to print the like as locks in the output. You can ignore that. I mean silent -s rs hyphen you can use the -f silent anything. Even if you don't want, you can leave it about that also. It will work. Just remove that also will work. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear now? This Docker file is clear or not? For this, you can get this code into my GitHub now. Basically, let me try to get this GitHub. Mama, I didn't discuss, mama. Wait for next few days. Okay, I discuss that. CMD run. Okay, and CMD entry point, and then add and copy, and all this we are not discussed. Okay, we have separate sections for that. We already know CMD entry point we can use the in like as executable things, and then run command we can use the build type. Run command is executed in the build time. CMD run entry point will be run in the runtime. Build time is run command will execute in the build time, and then run and CMD and entry point will execute in the container runtime. Okay, what is the application name? Now this is the code, guys. Just take this code. Okay, take this code here, guys. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, let me take that code, take a backup. This one, even you can Google it, even YP Madhu web login, you will get that. Okay, next, I want to clone here now. Just clone this also. Git to clone. I cloned successfully web login automation, and this is the code I have, and opening the Docker file. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this all the things. I'm going to use the whatever I've written. Any questions in this, guys? Any questions, any issues in this? That's fine. Leave it. Now save this file. Let me build this. Guys, clear or not? Ask me if you're not clear, guys, please. Okay, don't confuse. And then it's a very simple. Each and every line will explain. If you need one more time, then let me know. I'll explain again, guys. Okay. Then see node app. I'm going to run the node app, and then let's make a version also. See, all lines are executing here only single line. See, the first time I take. In the second time we want to build, then it will be a very simple straightforward. It takes some time, guys. Okay, now it's built successfully. Okay, now it's built successfully, and this is warnings, npm warnings, and all. You can ignore this. If anything you got issue, okay, like let's say, and while building one errors, you are not understanding this error. What you do, you can reach out to the developer, and then let's get them into call, and then let's discuss on that. I mean, like as developers in real time, I'm talking about. Okay, You're not understanding this nodejs errors or not, right? While building. Now you can ask to the developers what is the problem with this. Okay, that's what we are doing in real time also. Clear, guys, what I mean? Okay, now let's run this application, Docker. Uh, let me do Docker PS first of all. Let me remove this all running one. Okay, okay, this is the only one app. It is Docker run, Docker run hyphen D. I'm running hyphen P. I'm going to run in the 8081 any port that outside that your wish. This is the internal port. My node.js application is running. Okay, minus name node app something. What are the container name? Node application. You can give any node, any name, and then next is the image name. Image name is the node app colon v1. I'm running this. This is my problem. I told you, right? It's happening entire course. Okay. Now this is the what? Now let's access this application. What the code we deployed. Now let's go for this and then go to the public API at public domain and then access the page. What are the code we deployed? That we can see. 8081 we open already in the security group, right? 8081 we open the security group. 8081. Now see the Docker PS first. The container is running or not? No, it's not running. Docker PS -a. Sorry. PS -a. We can see this. Okay, now it is not running. What happened? Docker relax means it stopped. That's the reason we are unable to access. Something is came error. Cannot set error after they are sent to the client. This is operation or something. Even I don't know. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Just ask it to Google. Is they are talking about the application level and you know mm, This code also there's not there. It's not deployed properly, guys. It should work for any time, but this time I don't know why. Maybe some OS versions are got changed or what. What I'm gonna do? Let me do one thing. I'll do one thing. Let me try to my old Docker file. Let's try. It's working example only actually. Let me try to old method which I had in the. Let me try to do this. Let me try. There's nothing changed, guys. Okay. Just I'm trying again one more time with this old method. Let me try to v2. Maybe some package not installing also. It will give error actually. Some packages not installing that time properly. Also, it won't work. I'm trying again. Let me try. Just wait for a minute. Let's see the same commands, guys. But so that time maybe packages are not installed properly. This time, let's see. Even if you get the same issue or not. If we get same issue, then again, what we do? We should be work on it. Okay. It's build the v2 version. Let's run the v2 version and changing the image name, and let's make the container name also. Okay, that's running now 808. Correct. So now this is running 8081. Same issue. When see the Docker logs, even it's the same issue. Guys. There's no that's just try, but not working. Frustrating error. What they did, they changed this line to up, this line to down actually. How to do in the Docker file? Even that code we have not set up this. Okay, fine. We'll do one thing, guys. Okay. Let me write this Docker file into like as instead of Ubuntu. Let me try in the Alpha Linux. Okay. Let me try in the Alpha Linux. Let me try this. The same code, guys. Now here there is a one thing change will come here. Instead of install, it will come $$d. Let me try in this packages here. Now it will come like instead of apt install, right now it will come add update bash and then the remaining also remaining thing everything is same. Then let's save this. Let's build the image again. Version 3 now. I'm using alpha as a base image here. Now this example. See here, alpha in this version and remaining same all the commands. Just instead of apt install, just apk add. Okay, remaining is same. Nothing is changing here. Okay, let's try to do. Let me try to 8082. Anything is fine. What is the image name? Image version is the v3, right? Let me use the v3 here. Okay, now it's ran this. Let me check the container is running or not. Docker ps. This container is running. This is running on 8082. It's running now. It's still running. That's fine. Some Ubuntu package issues, guys. That is. Let me try with the 8082. That 8082 we opened or not. Let me check here. 8082 is not open. Let me open the 8082. Let me open the 8082. Let's save the security group. Go back and access this. Now let's check this again. PS is running or not. No, it's down actually. Now when you make a hit, then it was giving error actually. I'll check this error, guys. Okay. Need some time for this. This is the development something code issue. I need to check that. When you hit that 808 that endpoint, this endpoint is stopping the container. The container is stopping automatically. Understand no? The problem. This is last till now it's working, but this I don't know why it's what happened. Same code is working for the multiple examples. Let me work out on this, guys, and I'll update this. Okay, it should work actually. Or else I'll take another example and another code, and then I'll do that. Okay.
Madhu? What if we don't give that a CMD command at the end of the Docker file? Like
Won't
we have
start the
seen.
server. It won't start the server. It won't run the container.
That's true, but see, earlier also we did, right? I mean, the base, this thing only.
That's what I told. No, we are not using any. The Tomcat has the base image.
Okay.
The base image has a CMD that will be take care of that default. Last example. That's what I told. No, that's what I teach. Right? I shown also. If you remember.
True.
That's what I example. This is CMD we are not using here. Now this image as the default as a CMD is there. That CMD will run.
Right.
Understand? Na? I showed right.
Okay.
Remember?
Right. Thank you.
But for this, nothing is the right. For our Node.js application, we don't have any CMD here. Okay, I'll check this error, guys. Okay, I need to be spend some time for this. What is the development issue here? Okay, we'll see in the next class tomorrow. Okay, we'll deploy this Node.js application definitely, no doubt, because it's a very important to understand this real time. Okay, and then I'll try to fix this. Somewhere some code is issue. I need to go through each and every line again. What was the issue? Just I try one small logic here. Let me try with this small example. It's gone. I think the versions got changed, guys. The versions got then the methods and all some of deprecated. The deprecated code is not working. Even at that. That's a problem. Else whatever I implemented that is fine. But the code is some issue. Fine, guys. I'll check that. Okay. Whatever we are written that definitely works, no doubt. I'll check this. Bye guys, and then see you then tomorrow. Bye.